We're live.
Hey, there we go.
Boom.
Holding this together with duct tape.
The way it's meant to be.
I guess so. That's pretty par for the course
Yeah.
when there's two of us.
I know Paul is not here again. He may sneak in at the last minute, but for now, it is just the two of us. We can make it if we
R
try.
right, yeah. He said stuff happened at work. He might be able to come in a little later, or he might be there for a while. So he said just go. But if he shows up, that's cool. Otherwise, we got it. We'll hold down the fort. I'm supposed to go frisbee golfing tomorrow. I'm excited.
Oh, God. I haven't done frisbee golfing in a long time.
Yeah, my work's supposed to be taking me.
This is just a
Uh,
frisbee golf tournament or what?
No, it's just like my department. Like once a year, we do. There's like a summit for the department, and then we decided to go frisbee
The
golfing.
frisbee golfing summit for your work?
To be fair, it's just my department. Other departments do like a dinners or something like that. We decided to do frisbee golf, so we bought a bunch of golf discs. So that means I get to keep a couple, which will be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. Frisbee golfing in Golden Gate Park should be a good time. And I get to do that instead of going to work, so that's extra good time.
Oh, so it's during your work shift too. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah, which will be nice. So I'm excited about that. Have you been frisbee golfing?
Not recently.
Okay, but you've done it before, like with like the chain basket and all that.
Yeah, it's. Oh, God, it was, I think, first year university maybe.
Okay,
So
yeah, I've
I've
only done
probably
it.
forgotten everything about it.
Well, it's just frisbee. You just throw the disc. Like I don't know any techniques or anything.
I don't know.
Just
Maybe there's like a power move or something.
I'm sure there's totally like techniques and stuff, and you can get serious. But I like frisbee, so I've only done it once before. It was up in like Canmore, but that was cool because we were doing it like in the mountains, which was kind of cool.
Hmm.
So you're throwing them off like cliffs and stuff.
Sweet.
Sweet top down perspective. I didn't know how to transition into that. I guess.
There is a frisbee golf game on the PlayStation 3.
What's that called?
What's that Wii Sports knockoff that Sony made? Because it's in that.
Sports Champions.
That's the one.
Oh, I think you're right. I think I actually have played that as well. You're right. Okay. I was thinking for a second there, like Windjammers?
No, but Windjammers is pretty fucking sweet. So
Sure, right. It's not frisbee golf, but it's you're using discs. So I don't know. Those are both video games. We talk about video games on the top down perspective. Coincidentally, that's why I bring it up. Um, April 2nd, Sean Booker's here. He's currently talking. I'm with John Wheeler.
yo,
Paul's sometimes here. Did any great April Fool's stuff?
no,
Yeah, that's
I avoided the internet basically.
pretty par for the course. I'm always just like, this day is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did, however, actually, I have one. I was showing some friends and coworkers this. Apparently, in Japan, for one day only on April Fool's Day, you could go to Burger King and for 5,000 yen, which is around 50 bucks, 50 bucks American, um, which is probably somewhere around like $2 million Canadian by now, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Um, you could get the Burger King hamburger cologne,
Oh my God.
and it came with a Whopper, that's nice that they included a Whopper with your cologne purchase. From what I'm told or reading in that article, smells more like tacos as opposed to
Oh
hamburger.
my God.
Um, but yeah, you guys can look that up if you wanna check that out. It comes in like a classy little box. I forget what exactly it says on the box, but it's kind of interesting. So if someone looks that up, put it in the chat, and I'll say it for the people listening. But
Amazing.
anyway, that was the only one I saw that was of
I saw a
note.
couple I thought were April Fool's gags, but apparently were real, like that Amazon Dash thing.
I
Did you
don't know.
see
This
that?
is
So
what is this?
apparently now, for I think Amazon Prime members, you can order essentially a little button that you can attach to like something you use, like say your washer, your fridge, or something like that. And when you run out of a product, you just press the button and it automatically orders it for you.
Actually, I was just listening to the Tested.com's podcast, and they were talking about this. I didn't know
Yeah,
it was called Dash or whatever.
yeah, it's just called Amazon
Um,
Dash.
right. Yeah. Um, okay. What else?
Um, Binding of Isaac's announced for Xbox One, uh, Wii U, and the new 3DS.
I did see that. I didn't think that was an April Fool's joke.
No, that one was actually
It's just
real.
a product announcement.
Yeah, it was
But
just the weird timing on it. I'm trying to think of what else. There was another one, and I'm blanking on it right now. I don't remember.
okay. Well, do you remember what you've been playing
Yeah.
this last week? That's
Uh,
great. Why don't you share?
More Shuffle, more Payday 2, so enough said about them.
So I
Dragon.
just
Oop,
quick thing about Shuffle,
yeah.
Pokemon Shuffle. That is, um, it's Puzzles and Dragons. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I knew it was a match three. I didn't know it was the Puzzles and Dragons style of match three because I had never looked into Puzzles and Dragons, and I had heard someone say that, and I was like, I should probably see what Puzzles and Dragons is
Uh,
because that Nintendo one is coming out.
yeah. That one, Puzzles
Um,
and Dragons, like is more in depth and has more RPG elements to it than Shuffle. So
yeah, but it straight up has like you can move the jewel wherever you want, as opposed to like Bejeweled style of it can only go like
next to it.
adjacent,
Yeah.
yeah, next to it, and it also has straight up like monsters that level up with like powers and like elemental affinities and whatnot. Like the first thing you do in Puzzles and Dragons, like I just played like maybe 5 minutes today, was do you want this water one, this grass one, or this fire guy? And then you start and you're in a dungeon and stuff. I then noticed that it was half a gig of my phone's space, so I deleted it promptly.
But now you can get it on your 3DS in a month. I forget the date on that one.
Yeah, I think it's late May. I think it's late May.
But we'll talk about plenty about that Nintendo Direct in a bit.
We will. So,
Playing Dragon Warrior 2 on the NES. Beat the first one last month when Luca was up. So
right.
now I'm playing through it again. Or
Are
playing
you just
the
going
second
through
one.
all of them?
I don't know. I was just really in the mood for an RPG, and I just started playing the second one.
What was that big one that was on the PS2? Was it 7?
The Dragon War or the Dragon Quest that was on PS2. That's 8.
Was that like the one that was like was like really popular, like it got big?
That was pretty popular in North America. Yeah.
Like the stars like a dude with like a headband.
Yep, that's
like
the one.
Is that 8?
Yes.
Okay, I own that. I don't know why I picked it up, but I
Yeah,
do own that.
There's
Played a
4
bit of
on
it.
the NES. There's 5 and 6 are on the Super Famicom. 7's on the PlayStation 1. And 8's on the PS2. 9's on the
Oh, there's only
DS.
one on the PS2. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That.
For
Yeah.
some reason, I thought it was 7 or 9, but I guess it's 8.
No. 9 is the DS one.
Okay.
And 10's on the Wii, but it's like an online MMO that we never got.
Did that come out on the DS as well?
10?
The
No.
3DS?
Nope.
Did 11? Something came out on the 3DS.
11's not even out. They haven't even announced 11.
There's been a Dragon Quest game on the 3DS or the DS. That was
There's
popular.
like a ton of spin-offs on the DS.
Oh,
and
maybe
stuff like
maybe
that.
it's a spin-off
Like
one.
you're
Okay.
thinking like Dragon Quest Monster Slime, which is that weird one where you have to pick up all these items
No,
and
I
throw them into a
thought
cannon.
I thought there was an actual like numbered one.
They
but-
remade 4, 5, and 6 for the DS. And
Maybe.
in
I don't know.
Japan,
Yeah.
they remade 7 on the 3DS, but we haven't gotten it yet.
Okay.
If we even
I'll
are
take
at
your
all.
word for it. So you're enjoying number 2?
Yeah and no, but I'm definitely enjoying it more than the first one.
2
Uh,
or 3 is the first one I ever played, and I
Hmm.
played a lot of it on like the Game Boy or Game
Yeah.
Boy Color. Game Boy Color.
Yeah, 1 and 2 was in a bundle on the Game Boy, and 3 was by itself on the Game Boy Color. So I think you
Then
probably
that's
played 3.
that's the one I played. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 is the first one where they introduce more than one party member. Because in the first game you were by yourself. Now you've got 2
Okay.
other people. And
It was only 3 people. I thought it was 4.
nope, Dragon Warrior 2 only has 2 other party members.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of 3 again. Didn't you just say 3?
I said 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm playing 2.
Right.
So
All I can think of it is 3, I guess.
no. It's cool. I like it, but then there's random points that just kind of suck. The way I had to go, the game was someone's like, "Yeah, you've got to go this way. You've got no other way." And as soon as I walked in that area, I fought 5 enemies, 3 of which could put me to sleep, and they kept doing that. So I went from a full health team to dead. So I thought,
Okay.
"Oh shoot, maybe I'm not supposed to go this way." So I went tried to find something else, got stuck, came back, never bumped into that fight again, and cruised through the rest of the area. So there's just random points where you hit a wall. It's a little weird, but I'm enjoying
That
it
is
so
weird.
far.
Okay.
I'm about halfway through it apparently.
Cool. Cool.
Otherwise,
Are you just in like an RPG mood right now?
I guess, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to save that for Xenoblade when it comes out in a
That's
couple
what I was gonna
weeks.
ask. Like, save up your RPG mood for a new game.
I'm
Well,
already halfway.
new
I'm
air
already halfway
quotes.
through it, so I mean, I'm shot in the foot at this point.
Sure.
The other thing I played, I don't remember, so I'm gonna have to look back at the list. Battle Block Theater.
All right. And
I
you've played it before. I'm pretty sure you've talked about it.
I I've played it before, just like the first world. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Playing through with Reese right now. We're in World 3 right now. So it was interesting to do co-op because there's just a bunch of points where you would normally be able to clear it, and now it's like, all right, you need to stand here and put your hand down so you can grab your partner, or throw your partner across this cliff or stuff like that. It's actually really fun.
Isn't it more multiplayer focused? Like that's ideal.
Ideally, yeah, but
Okay.
you can do the whole story mode single player.
Okay.
They just change things in the level slightly so it works both ways.
Right. Right.
I'm really liking it.
And what are you playing it on anyway?
Steam, PC.
Okay. All right. Because
And
that's on like a lot now. So
yeah, Netplay is really smooth, so recommend
cool.
it. And that's
Cool.
all I've been playing.
Okay. All right. I'll go through the quick things. I'm still playing Codename Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It's Codename Steam. I'm on the last 3 stages.
Yeah.
Um, the story got better. Goes to some like weird places, which I kind of appreciated.
Nice.
And I'm totally on the point now where every time I find like a save point, I just restore all. And
Oh my
because I don't
God.
care about coins, I don't care about unlocking new weapons that I never use. I just want to get through this. So yes, I will basically reset my whole party to be awesome. Fruit Ninja Connect 2, played that over the weekend. I actually wrote my review. It's not online yet. Probably tomorrow, up on Comic Book Bin like usual. But that game is basically a port of the 361. There isn't really anything else to it. The new modes are insignificant.
Mm.
So if you've played the first one, expect more of that. It erased my save, so I stopped playing it.
You don't know why this happened. You turned it off
I
one
have
day and it was gone.
Correct. Turned it off. Yeah, in fact, I'll tell you why I turned it off. The Kinect wasn't picking up the second player.
What?
We would go into multiplayer and it would pick up 2 people there.
Yeah.
But it would constantly be like, hey, if you're playing single player and a friend wants to join, they can just walk in and wave at the thing. So we're like, oh, we should do that because there's straight up an achievement for walk in during like a single player game and finish multiplayer. So I was like, oh, let's get that done. And the Kinect would pick up that someone else was there. And the Kinect would be like, hey, wave. Like in the corner, it would say wave. Wouldn't let the person join in.
Weird.
So we're like, maybe we should, like, I don't know, we'll turn the game on and off. Maybe something weird with Kinect. So we turn the game on and off, erase my save back at rank 1, and I was like, I'm done playing Fruit Ninja.
Yikes.
That was enough of that. So, but I guess if you haven't played Fruit Ninja Connect, this is a fine one to play. I would have liked something else, but I played through Game of Thrones episode 3.
Okay.
Once again, with the lady friend, her calling all the shots and stuff. This one was pretty good. It's a lot of focusing on. Trying to not be very spoilery here. You get put in a lot of situations where you can't really fight back because if you fight back against the bad guys, like worse things will happen. But the game really knows how to just like poke you where it hurts. So you're just like, I want to punch you so badly, but if you do, something awful is going to happen. So there's a lot of really good like moments like that. So it was pretty enjoyable the whole way through. So I'll be writing a review on that shortly.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad both the recent Telltale episodic series are turning out so good. The last 2, Walking Dead Season 2 and Wolf Among Us were kind of disappointments. So I'm glad these 2 are working out. And then I played Forza Horizon 2 Presents Fast and Furious.
All right. I can see that grin on your face. You're happy about this, aren't you?
Well, okay. So this is a free. This is it's a free download. So it's standalone product. It's basically Dead Rising 2 Case Zero for Dead Rising 2, but for Forza Horizon 2.
And with cars.
So you could look at it as a demo, but there's just kind of so much in it that it's basically a game on itself. and there's like there's a beginning, middle, and end to it. There's actual story. The whole thing is narrated by Ludacris.
What?
From the Fast and Furious movies. So they struck up some deal where you start the thing off and you just get a quick montage of scenes from Fast and Furious, just cars revving up, girls dancing on cars from all those movies. And then Ludacris is there because he heard of this sweet new driver, which is you. And he's like, "Hey, I need your help getting these cars because we need it for this thing going down." So the concept of the whole game is you need to collect all of the iconic vehicles from all the Fast and Furious movies. Like the first car you get is Vin Diesel's like black Charger with like the engine sticking out of the front and stuff. And then you'll pick up each one. And you basically play just standard Forza Horizon 2. It's the exact same thing. However, each time you're like racing like a big race, you're racing for pinks, and the car you're going to unlock is a car from the Fast and Furious series. The achievements come very fast and furious. I have the full 1,000, and I played for about 2 hours.
Jeez.
So if you're looking for some achievement points, that's a free download. Look into that. All the achievements are references to lines from the movie, so that's kind of funny.
I think it's only free for like a week or two, isn't it?
It's for a limited time, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think
I don't
it's $10
know exactly.
otherwise.
Right. So this really does just kind of feel like a Case Zero thing of like an extended, like fully fledged demo. So I would definitely recommend picking it up for anyone who has an Xbox One. I think it's on 360 as well, so you guys could do that too. But yeah, and then all the features from Forza Horizon 2 are kind of limited. There's only one radio station. You only have a portion of the full map, stuff like that. But the whole time, Ludacris is telling you to do stuff or to not do stuff, and he's referencing like, "My friend Brian loves this car," and you're like, "Oh, Brian from Fast and Furious. Yes, I do remember in 2 Fast and Furious when he loved this car." Thank you, Ludacris. So that was just a weird thing that kind of came and went. But I spent a Saturday morning playing through that, and that was weird. But yeah, it was a good time. It was totally fine, and I'm a fan of the kind of full-fledged demo idea. And who doesn't want like 1,000 achievement points real easily? In fact, the first achievement for just like starting up the game is just like 100 points just for like starting it up. It's like, here's 100 points, Fast and Furious, 100 points or whatever it is. I don't remember. But yeah, that's all I've really been playing.
Nice.
Let's talk about Nintendo.
All right. I forgot to say I gave Ori and the Blind Forest another shot.
On PC?
On Xbox again. Paul was over, so I wanted to show him what I was talking about with the hitching. So
Okay.
we played it. I was getting a little back into it because where I had stopped was right before I could collect like a ton of power-ups.
Okay.
So picked up a bunch of that. Starting to have more fun. May give it another shot again.
Okay.
I handed the controller to Paul and he played it a bit and he understood what I was talking about with like the random hiccups and stuff like that. And he said that stuff wasn't in the PC version. So May
I didn't notice any of that, so I have no idea what's up with that.
Could just be my Xbox. Who knows?
Right. I will say though, in relation to stuff about your Xbox, how you were always mentioning you have no space.
Mm-hmm.
So I was checking mine last week because I was installing Assassin's Creed Unity. I also have no space, turns out. I just hadn't looked at that meter.
Ah, okay.
I had like none. I was at like 98%. So I had to start deleting a bunch of stuff. And then I downloaded Battlefield Hardline a few hours ago. So I'm back to none. And I really have to start deleting stuff now.
I don't like that because like I looked at my PS4 and it still has a couple hundred gigs left. There's just something about the way the Xbox installs things that just doesn't work well.
Yeah, the operating system is probably using up more than the PlayStation 1 as well. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, let's go on to news.
Okay. What are we starting with here? Assassin's Creed Chronicles?
Yeah, we can just go in the order I put them. It doesn't really matter. We'll save Nintendo for last since it's such a big thing, and it'll kind of transition into the questions.
Sure.
Nicely. Assassin's Creed Chronicles. This was announced yesterday. This comes out later. Oh my.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good. Later this month. the 21st to be precise. It's a side-scrolling adventure game, platformer adventure platformer, that takes place in three time periods. It's like China, India, and Russia. Looks kind of like original Prince of Persia. Actually, you know what it really thought made me think of is that most recent side-scrolling Prince of Persia that came out on mobile, Sword of the Fire or Fire Blade or Shadow Fire or whatever that one was.
The Shadow and the Flame.
Maybe there you go, Shadow and
Yeah,
the Flame.
that's a remake of Prince of Persia 2, or that is
Right.
Prince of Persia 2 rather.
I didn't like that mainly from the mobile controls. I just wasn't dealing with that. But it made me think of that because you straight up were like seeing assassins like running and like sliding into guys and kind of similar to like Mirror's Edge mobile and whatnot. Um, but I'll probably end up checking it out just to see what it's like. The art style looks cool and all the different variations from the time periods or regions. I don't know if it's different time periods, but different regions at least. And yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere, so that's interesting. Although I guess that means we're going to be getting at least two Assassin's Creed games this year as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Have they even said what the main one's going to be we're getting this year?
no, they usually announce them. Well, actually, to be fair, last year it didn't it leak? There was like French Revolution stuff. I forgot what it was
Oh yeah,
called.
you're right.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one was called. But they usually do their big announcement at E3, and then it comes out holiday. Um, and I shouldn't say like we're gonna get two again because we often always got like weird little handheld ones and whatnot.
Yeah.
So maybe this kind of counts as that. But
Yeah, this says that the first one, it'll come out in three portions, basically, episodes. Assassin's Creed
Chronicles is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It says Assassin's Creed Chronicles China will be out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on April 21st for $10, or for free if you have the Assassin's Creed Unity Season Pass.
I don't, but okay.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, India, and Russia.
Yep.
The interesting thing is the Russian one takes place in 1918. I think that's the farthest along they've ever been.
Yeah, they're slowly getting like closer and closer. Yeah, 1918. Yeah.
Yeah, China's in 1526, India's in 1841, and Russia's in 1918.
So they are time periods. Yeah. Well, wait, when was 3? Or I should say, what is 3 the most recent one? Hang on.
Up to this point, I think it is.
I'm trying to think, when did Black Flag take place? No, but I think
Because President Washington's one of the characters in it, so...
Black Flag is after 3. Wait, is it? No, it can't. Hang on. I can't even remember when Black Flag takes place. And sorry, I'm not talking about Black Flag. I'm thinking of because Black Flag is before 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to. But what was the one I played last holiday? The last gen one.
Rogue.
Rogue. I'm trying to remember where that one takes place. People in the chat are saying Black Flag is before 3. Yeah, I got that one. But where does Rogue take place?
Rogue takes place in the same area as 3, doesn't it? It reuses assets.
No, because there's characters from Black Flag that are like older in Rogue. So I think it might go Black Flag Rogue 3. I think that's what it is. Anyway, who cares? But yeah. So Assassin's Creed Chronicles. I also read today that OnLive is officially going under April 30th.
I thought it had already gone under years ago, to be honest, so I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. That's basically how the article started. They had apparently been changing for years of what they were doing. Most recently, they were a service to help stream stuff or something like that from your Steam account. But now apparently a ton of their patents are being sold off to Sony, theoretically to be used for PlayStation Now. And on 30th, they will stop. I was reading a quick fact that OnLive has put out, and I just saw it was just an image, so I'm not sure if it's on their site or whatnot. But it's basically like if you had any kind of like commitment to OnLive, you're just out of luck in terms of refunds or anything. Specifically, people were like, "Hey, I have this machine, or I have this hardware, controller or whatever box. Does it work with any other platforms? Can I use it for anything else for games?" And the answer was no. Our OnLive hardware doesn't work with anything else, and you cannot have a refund. If you bought it after February 1st of this year, you can. But other than that, you enjoy your useless controller now and stuff like that.
Hooray.
Um, but yeah. Speaking of sad news, Quantum Break has been delayed to next year.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that was a thing.
I I kind of forgot about it a bit, but I was looking forward to that. I hadn't even remembered it was supposed to be this year. But this is by Remedy, the people who made Alan Wake. Um, and then I was kind of just looking at, and then someone on Twitter put a list of like games that had been pushed to 2016. It's like Zelda. This one was pushed. That Homefront game that was going to be coming out has been pushed to
Oh,
2016,
Homefront
and there was
2.
another one. Oh, and Uncharted 4. So we've lost four like big games. I guess Homefront's not that big, but
Well, we still got Batman this year at least.
that's true. It only got pushed a couple months, but we've lost a lot to 2016 already. So 2015 off to a weird start, I guess. Um, and then yeah, so the Nintendo Direct. I guess let's just go through all of it.
God,
What was
there's
your initial thoughts?
I liked it. A lot of interesting stuff mentioned. A couple points where I actually went, wait, what?
I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah.
So it
Uh,
started off with a solid release date for the Mewtwo DLC. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I believe it was something along the lines of if
I want to say
you,
it was like the 23rd.
it's late in May or sorry, late in April. If
I
you
think
did
it's April
not
23rd.
register both games, if you register both games on Club Nintendo, you get it. I think the 15th.
Oh, I don't remember that one. But
I'm
okay.
totally just like browsing through this right now to see if I can find it. April 28th for $5 to get it on both games. I think it was $4 if you just want it on one. Yep.
Yes,
Club
I believe
Nintendo
that's
members
right.
who purchase and register both versions of the game will receive a free download code from Mewtwo on April 15th. They
Yeah.
also announced, and this is what actually surprised me.
Oh, and the other price is sorry, not the other price. The other date is the 28th.
Yep, 28th if you for everyone else, and if you have both games registered, you get it on the 15th. The thing that really surprised me was they revealed another character that was coming back, which I thought they said they were only doing one, which surprised me. So
I'm
now,
pretty sure they had said like we're not doing anything else. Like I'm done with the game, or at
yeah,
least the main guy. But I guess he was like, "Hey, this is making us a lot of money, and we really need money."
I'm sure that's what
Uh,
happened
but it's Lucas
from
from
Mother
Earthbound.
3 and
Mother
from
3.
Brawl.
Yeah, which is cool. I like Lucas, so that's
Yep.
cool. I don't think they put a release date for him, did they?
June.
I'm not. Oh yeah, there it is, June. Okay.
Yeah. And I forgot they're adding new amiibo costumes that you can unlock in the
No.
game.
Oh wait, not amiibo costume. Me costumes.
Sorry, you're right. Me costumes. My bad.
Which, yay.
I was kind of and then I saw the Mega Man X and Proto Man costumes. I'm like, oh shit, I might actually spend money on this, which makes me sad. I know.
Don't do that.
I saw it, and I was like, no, you actually hit me with nostalgia, and it worked.
Don't buy costumes for your me.
The problem is it's
I'm
for
pretty sure that's rule number one with Nintendo. Don't buy anything for your me.
yeah. The problem
And
is it's for a character that I hate, so it would be 100% wasted money, which is why I'm like, I probably won't buy it.
to be fair, rule number two is don't buy amiibos, and you're not doing great at that one. So
Nope, not at all.
there you go. Then I guess the big news for the Smash Brothers segment was the ballot
Yeah.
thing, the fighter ballot, Smash Bros. Fighter ballot. So if you go to smashbros.com, you can now send in like a request for which character you would like to see. Um, and I'm gonna just scroll down the doc so I can give credit where it's due. Someone was asking, who do we want to see in it? Yes. What characters are you gonna vote for? This one's from Corey.
I voted for Waluigi.
Of course you did. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like it's a big. What? So that's the one you want. Is there one that you could see easily happening? Because I would have put Waluigi in that category.
Yeah, I probably would put Waluigi in that as well too.
I could maybe see Leighton because I thought I read something of at one point that he was being considered already
Mm.
in the early stages. That would be cool. Where I personally stand, I couldn't care less who's in Smash Brothers. Surprisingly, I so I didn't write anyone in. I don't care. I don't care at all. But if they put weird people in, that would be cool. But I can't see weird people getting in there.
I know I've seen people posting pictures of them asking for Goku and for Kaz Hirai from Sony and a bunch of other things. So
From Sony.
who knows?
Yeah, that would be interesting. That's for sure. Wait, wasn't Reggie? Wasn't there a big petition for Reggie?
Yep, Reggie as well.
Okay, so yeah, no, I straight up saw an article on Kotaku that was, I think the headline was just, "Hey guys, let's try and get Goku in Smash Bros." Um, so I don't know. It's a good addition. That if this was for me back when I was super excited about Melee, I would have been so into this. But at the moment, I just don't really care about Smash Brothers anymore.
I'm
So.
curious, but I'm not like, oh my god, who are they going to add? Who are they going to add? I'm just like, I'm sure I'll play as them when it gets unlocked.
Okay, I'm just going to go down this list from this site just so we're not jumping around. So, okay. Amiibo cards. Coming this fall. They're going to be based on Animal Crossing characters.
That's the set they're releasing originally, yeah.
And it's with a game, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, which is just you design the home by swiping the cards in through the NFC reader. Which actually designing the home is my least favorite part of Animal Crossing.
It's funny because one of the people I talked to said that was their most favorite part, so they're really excited for it.
I could see tons of people being way into that.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite part.
They also announced the NFC reader for non-3DS or non-new 3DS owners, and I thought they gave a date for that, but this site doesn't have it.
It doesn't.
Oh, we'll launch the same day as the new Animal Crossing game.
Yeah, I just heard that. I actually didn't even notice that was an NFC reader. I just, when I was watching the thing, heard it as a reader for the cards.
Yeah,
but
so that's also for amiibos as well. So
the next wave of Super Smash Bros. Series amiibos, May 29th. We're getting Charizard, Pac-Man, Wario, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Robin, Lucina, Ness. July is. Do we know all this already?
July stuff we didn't know. July is Dark Pit and Palutena. September is Zero Suit Samus, Ganondorf, Olimar, Dr. Mario, and Bowser Jr. Today, some of the pre-orders went live for the new Wave, which is Wave 4, is the stuff that's coming out May 29. A bunch of them are retailer exclusive again.
Yeah, someone wrote in. Hang on, let me try and find the person.
Ness's GameStop rather. Ness's GameStop. Greninja is Toys R Us, and someone else is Target. Jigglypuff is Target.
I don't think I actually pulled the question, but someone was just asking like, what do you think of like the weird amiibo business going on? And I didn't know what they meant, which I'm assuming is this exclusive stuff.
GameStop announced in advance, like, hey, at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, pre-orders will be available online. Their site crashed because
that doesn't seem like a weird thing. That seems like duh.
No, their site crashed, and then they were like, all right, well, actually, we're only going to keep pre-orders to stores. And then after we're done with stores, we'll put it up online. Then they ran out of pre-orders in stores, so they never went online. So
that seems crazy that many people ran to their store.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Like, I can't think of like anything where I was about to order online, then I was like, oh crap, and then I bolted out of my front door. But
yeah, I tried to pre-order them on ebgames.ca today. Also crashed.
So just go to like Best Buy or
wasn't listed on Best Buy.
Oh, okay. So you're just hoping right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Are you missing any amiibos?
At
the moment?
Gold Mario, that's it.
Okay. Are they still making gold Marios?
They're not even out in Canada yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too torn up if I don't get one. They also announced Splatoon ones.
Yeah, that's true. Boy and girl, as well as
the Squidling. You can get them in a 3-pack, kind of like what.
Oh, excuse me, Inkling Squid.
My bad. My bad. God. I'm sorry I didn't get the terminology right.
Mr. Squid is my father. Call me Inkling.
Squid Junior.
Inkling Squid.
All right. You can get them
Inkling
in a 3-pack.
Girl, Inkling Boy, and Inkling Squid. 3-pack. All right. When's that? May 29th.
Yeah. Which I believe is the same day Splatoon comes out.
Yes, simultaneously with Splatoon. Yep. That's what it says right there. Playing classic Nintendo games using amiibos.
They teased this a while ago. Now apparently it's a real thing. Free download in spring.
The thing I am concerned about is apparently once you register the amiibo, it gets like locked to a game, and
Yep.
that's the only game you get for that amiibo.
Yep.
So if you have, if you have Link and it gives you Legend of Zelda, your buddy might have Legend of Zelda 2, but you can't have Legend of Zelda 2
Here's
because
the
you have
thing.
Legend of Zelda.
They also showed it's not necessarily a game from that character series. They showed a picture of a Mario amiibo playing Super Metroid. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
That doesn't
I
make
saw that as
sense.
well. Yeah, and it's like what, 3 minutes?
You get 3 minutes, and there's like they had up to 10 different like parts of the game you could play for that 3 minute chunk.
I guess because they're also selling those on Virtual Console, it kind of makes sense. But
It's basically NES Remix minus the remix, and
I
it's
guess, yeah.
free. So
I think it should just be like you bought the Mario amiibo, you get Super Mario Brothers. Boom. We've already
no,
sold this like
Nintendo
8
would
million
never do
times.
that.
They've already sold it 8 million times. Like, come on, just give us a break.
Nope.
Like, is anyone really
Nintendo
gonna?
knows that's how it makes its money.
Is anyone really buying a Mario figure, getting 3 minutes of like Super Mario Bros. 3, and being like, "Oh, I should buy this"?
Yeah,
Who
I
hasn't
highly
already
doubt.
played it?
I highly
Like,
doubt anyone like is in that situation.
I guess maybe kids that are like too young to be like, "Oh, I never played Super Mario World, but this amiibo, which is my favorite toy, let me play Super Mario World, and now I should probably buy it." I don't know. Does that person exist? Who knows?
Hmm.
What I do know is there's Yarn Yoshi amiibos, and
Which-
they're yarn.
They kind of look cool. I like it.
I kind of don't like the fact that they're so different because now it's just weird. Now it's not like a full like a set, like a collection. It's like these ones are always going to stand out. They're
Yeah.
going to be bigger. You're going to like squish them. I don't know. Just as a personal as an OCD thing, I guess. Um, and tapping it allows like an extra Yoshi to play with you that you can like
Yeah, it seemed like
shoot
you had
at stuff.
You know, like the clone cherry in Mario 3D World. It seemed
Yeah.
basically like that.
It was like that, yeah. I'm trying to. That's all it says about that one, and
Oh, yeah,
then
more suits available in Mario Kart 8 for Mii's.
awesome.
You can play as Sonic and Mega Man and Pac-Man.
All right, Mario Maker coming in September.
Mhm.
This is also apparently the 30th anniversary of the Super Mario Bros. Game, and Nintendo's going to do stuff throughout the year for that. What did they say about Splatoon that's we're talking about? Online mode. Here's a big new one, big revelation. Nintendo ranked battle. What could that be?
Oh my
What is
god!
ranked battle?
Unheard of.
That I can't believe we got two sweet modes. First one, ranked battle. Thank God. I was like, if this doesn't have ranked battle, not playing it. Anyway, we said May 29th for that. Mario Kart 8 is getting an update 200cc. This is interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't see this coming. This is interesting.
This is really surprising. I was hoping it was an update to battle mode. Little disappointed.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think of that. How have they not updated battle mode with just a completely different battle mode? Like,
It was.
you're
I don't
right.
know. But
Yeah.
I'm happy with this. This actually looks cool and looks really difficult. I saw a footage that Nintendo UK released. I think in the time it took 150cc to finish a race, by the time they got to like the second lap, the 200cc had already finished that race.
Yeah, I bet it's real fast.
It looks crazy fast. I'm kind of excited to play it.
That is cool. That is something that would almost make me like want to go back to it if I had some free time.
And it is free. So
That'll be free.
drops April
That's
23rd.
Yeah.
Same
well
with
as-
the sorry.
Same with the DLC second pack with new characters and blah blah blah. Nintendo's bringing N64 and DS games to the Virtual Console service. It's cool that they're doing DS.
Yeah. Although they promised it years ago, so it was very surprisingly late for it to actually
Oh, I didn't
come.
know that.
Yeah,
didn't know
no,
that.
they mentioned that years ago. But it finally happened.
Well, it makes sense. It's a big DS.
Hmm.
So,
They already
they
dropped.
said with the DS, the control scheme will vary depending on the game. Sometimes it'll be like top screen is the top screen of the DS, whereas the gamepad is the bottom. Sometimes you'll have.
They gave you
the-
options. They said that there's an option menu that comes up that lets you pick which one you want.
Yeah, one interesting one is hold the gamepad vertical, and there's your two screens just on that pad. They already have two games out.
Yoshi's
Oh,
Island
Super-
DS and Mario 64.
Yeah. I think they're $10 each.
Um, yeah, that's no. Actually, I think
Oh,
the N64 game could go up to $11 or something like that.
oh right, it was like a range.
It was a weird range. I remember that.
And then I can't remember if it was for this, but there was something like if you already owned the game through like the Wii version of the
Yeah,
N64 or whatever, you get a discount,
yeah. You only
which
have to
is
pay
which
two
is nice.
bucks, which is what they did for all the other ones. So
They also said a couple games coming later on. WarioWare Touched for the DS, Donkey Kong 64, and those are on and the WarioWare Touched is April 9th. Donkey Kong 64 is April 16th,
they
and the
also
Rumble
said,
Pack I guess will work from Donkey Kong 64.
yeah.
Which I don't see why it wouldn't.
What else
Do
did they
do
say?
Virtual Console games not have Rumble or something?
All the consoles they have there currently don't have Rumble.
Well, N64 had Rumble. This is the first
They,
Rumble game,
this is the first N64 game.
but right. Well, the Wii had N64.
Yeah, and those I don't think had Rumble.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
Yeah,
That's
they
seems
also.
like a weird feature. Like, and the Rumble feature's coming over. Yes.
I was a little surprised at that, but yeah, I'm glad they at least were forward with that. Paper Mario's coming as well. There's another DS game that I can't remember right now that's supposed to be coming, but I remember actually being like, "Oh shit, that's a good addition." I
Mario
can't.
Kart 7 was shown.
Oh, Mario Kart DS. That wasn't what it, but yeah, that's one of them. Yeah,
Wait, Mario Kart 7 couldn't have been shown. That's a 3DS title.
Mario Kart DS.
Then it was yeah, it must have been DS. That's a good version of that game.
It is
That
good.
has battle. That
Yeah,
has
there's your
block
superior
fort.
battle mode.
Like yeah, Block Fort is the best battle mode arena ever made. So there you go. Oh, more stuff on Yoshi's Woolly World. What was this? Oh, this is where they were talking about there's a mellow mode. So if you find the game too hard, for whatever reason that is,
Hmm.
you can play as Winged Yoshi, and he can just fly through the stage.
Yeah.
So if you're a baby, there's that for you.
I'm a little surprised that we're getting this in fall because I think the UK is getting it in June.
Did they give us
June or
a release
July.
date for Yoshi?
They said fall for us, and then Nintendo UK
Oh, yeah,
posted
launches.
something about June or July, or maybe not UK, but Nintendo of Europe.
Well, hey, maybe if we're lucky, the UK's version will be a smiling Yoshi, and we'll get an angry Yoshi.
We finally got a Kirby game without angry Kirby. So
Did we?
yeah, Rainbow Curse, your favorite
Oh,
game.
okay.
Your
Yeah,
favorite game.
that game's not very good. Um, all right, and then they had a big trailer for the Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, which I thought looked pretty cool. In fact, when I was watching it, I was like, "This looks like a cool game." Oh, it's like Persona. It's Shin Megami Tensei. I'm not going to be able to carve out time for that. Oh wait, Cross Fire Emblem. I will carve out time for that.
It looks a lot more Persona than it does Fire Emblem. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, to be fair, they kind of showed a lot of like standard RPG running around the world kind of stuff, and no tactics battle stuff outside of like anime cutscenes.
They showed a couple fights. It looked like the little turn order thing that Final Fantasy X had.
I don't remember Final Fantasy X
All right.
battle,
Yeah, it seemed like they showed like, all right, here's where your position is in the turn order.
but I didn't see any tactics based stuff. Like it did not
No.
look like Fire Emblem.
It
I
looked like
wouldn't
a
have,
JRPG. It looked like a
Yeah.
JRPG.
I wouldn't have thought Fire Emblem if they hadn't mentioned Fire Emblem. And then the new Fatal Frame game is coming to the US. So fans of that, I don't really care.
I'm excited for that. That's Fatal Frame 5. Now, if only we got number 4. Slash
They're just
0.
they're just skipping one. When was 4?
That
What
was the
system
Wii.
was that?
That was the
The
Wii.
Wii. Okay. All right, 3DS stuff. So we also already talked about Happy Home Designer. There was a bunch of eShop small stuff, specifically Box Boy from HAL Laboratories, the Kirby,
Yeah,
which that looked interesting.
I picked
I've
it
heard
up.
good stuff of that.
I haven't had a
Is it
chance
already
to
out?
play it yet. Yeah, it was
Oh,
released
okay.
right or today. It was today.
How much was that?
$5.
Okay, cool. It looked interesting for sure.
Yeah.
They said there's a new Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Fire Emblem
Yeah.
IF.
That's what they were calling it last time. I don't know if they've changed their mind on the name yet.
Okay, and I've got a bigger breakdown of that. So there's going to be like 4 different versions of the game you can buy.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there's like a dark version, there's like a white version and a black version. And I guess so the way the game works is up until chapter 6, they're the same game. But then similar to like Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, where you like split the story in two different ways, that's what's going to happen. But depending on if you got black or white, the game will choose for you.
Wait, what?
So if you chose like if you hang on, calm down, calm down. If you chose like the white game, you're gonna get that specific, second half of the story. If you chose black, you're gonna get the other one. You can then pay DLC for the other campaign. Um, or if you buy like a limited edition version of the game, you get both plus like an art book or something, which that's the third option. And then the fourth option is if you buy the download version of the game, you can then pick which side you get, but you can only do one, and then you can buy the other one for whatever. I'm trying to find the price point. Um,
I see 9,250 yen.
that's for the special edition, which the special edition is going to be $90.
That seems dumb. That seems very
Well,
dumb.
I guess they're kind of looking at it like because you're getting kind of two games plus there's also going to be like an additional piece of DLC that you can download at another point. Yeah, also there's a third campaign included in neither box edition. It's only available as DLC. Oh, so maybe the special edition doesn't get it. Which includes oh no, the special edition does include it. So I guess that $90 is both the games plus the third one plus the art book. So that's how they're justifying the $90 price point. Um, but anyway,
That's
so this,
dumb.
well, yeah, if you buy one of these box versions and want to see how the other goes down, though, you can buy the other campaign as DLC at a discounted rate.
Okay, that's a little better.
So I'm assuming it's going to be like, $40 for the game and then like 20 for the other campaign. Like keep in mind, apart from the first 6 chapters, it's a completely different thing. So that's another game you're looking at.
I
So.
guess. I don't know. I just wish they'd been a little bit more upfront about that. They didn't mention that at all during the direct.
Well, that's kind of a lot to talk about, so they probably just put it out elsewhere. I'm looking at a different article, so I'm just excited for new Fire Emblem in 2016.
True.
They talked about Puzzles and Dragons Z plus Puzzles and Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition. That's a stupid name for a game. What is it about this? May 22nd. 2 games. There's a free demo of it available April 30th. Pokemon Rumble World. I honestly did not listen during this part because I don't care about.
I kind of tuned it out too. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
launches on the eShow 8 and 3DS. I thought this was a Wii game. I guess this is a 3DS game.
No.
Wii U game, actually. April 8th. Codename Steam. There's a
Yeah, the
tournament
update.
happening, and there's also an update for speeding up the enemy movement.
One of those
which
big
everyone
things you
complained
really
about.
complain about. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
I'm really trying to finish my review so I can point out, hey, this part sucks, but apparently they're updating it. And that's let's see I guess the tournament starts today. I'm not sure
it's
when
like
that
it's like
update is coming.
it's a
It's
5-day
just-
tournament, and they never said when the update drops, which surprised
yeah,
me.
an upcoming software update. So
And I think they actually said like if you have a normal DS, you can only get to double speed for the enemy turns, and if you have a new 3DS, you can get up to triple. I don't
oh,
know.
you know what? I think I do remember seeing something like that. That's is it like a processor thing now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah. Codename Steam is not great. Okay, new Street Pass games. I also tuned this part out. On April 16th, 2 new Street Pass Me Plaza games launch for $5 each or $8 if purchased together. Ultimate Angler, players visit the Street Pass Islands to try and catch more than 150 types of fish and legendary monsters with bait received from Me characters via Street Pass. In Battleground Z, players receive items based on the hobbies of their Me Plaza Street Pass characters to defeat a horde of zombies.
Yeah, this basically looked like Dead Rising meets Amiibo or not Amiibos, Mii's. It actually kind of looked good.
A new paid service will also launch alongside these new games called Street Pass Me Plaza Premium. Say that 3 times fast. Adding features like Street Pass birthdays and a new Me character VIP room
Yeah.
for $5. Why do I
that
want
was
that?
really confusing. They did a shitty job selling that one. I still have no idea what it does besides letting you fill in birthdays and putting Mii's in a VIP room. It doesn't sound worth it. They have to
Yeah,
explain it better.
why do I want that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Attack on Titan is coming to the 3DS. I tuned this out as well.
Yeah, Attack on
Xenoblade
the
Chronicles.
first two episodes of Attack on Titan are available on the eShop.
I saw that, and then I guess the game is coming in May. Is this game already out in Japan? Did I hear that right?
Yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's been out for months.
Yeah. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, they had a trailer.
And it comes out
Game
April
launches
10th.
April 10th, which we already knew, so nothing about that, just reminding us. And we already talked about that Smash Bros stuff, and then some indie games that are coming, Adventures of Pip, Mutant Mud's Super Challenge,
I'm
which I believe
actually
is
excited for that.
a cross buy game with a loyalty discount if you bought the original, so that's definitely interesting.
hmm
Don't Starve Giant Edition and Octodad are coming.
That what is I don't know what they said was special about Giant Edition of Don't Starve. Besides getting a free copy to give to a friend.
That's all. I don't know what's special about Giant Edition, but getting a second copy, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nintendo are like catching up, it seems.
slowly.
Like we've had that on Steam where it's like, hey, just buy a 4-pack of it. But it's cool that Nintendo specifically is doing that. So that's definitely cool. And that was it for the direct.
Yeah. All right, that wasn't it for news in general, was it?
Yeah, that was it for news.
Oh shit. All right, let's go on to emails then.
Cool.
All right, so if you want to send us in any questions or emails, email address is topdownperspective@gmail.com. Top Down Perspective on Facebook and TDP Podcast on Twitter.
All right. So yeah, we'll just go through the questions that we kind of didn't already touch base. AC3 says Shovel Knight for Smash, yay or nay? Would you want that?
Sure.
Yeah, that sure seems like it would fit.
And I think
Uh,
Paul just got home.
Yeah, but we're about to finish anyway. Yeah,
I'm here, but ignore.
I'm here, but ignore me.
I'm
Um,
tired. Oh,
I'm tired and angry. All right, Paul's chiming in.
hi, Paul.
Flarez Z. With the already released Pokemon Shuffle and soon to be Pokemon Rumble World, do you think other series will become freemium? Is he implying or she implying that Pokemon Rumble World is free to play?
Yes, that's because it is.
I didn't know that.
It's a free download.
Other games I have no idea. They're going into mobile with a company that works exclusively in free to play, so I'm going to assume all of their IPs will have a free to play.
Yeah, I think you'll see other IPs. I think they're just testing with Pokemon because that's probably the biggest franchise with spin-offs at this point.
Yeah. Well, they said there's no ports. They're all going to be spin-offs. So, I can't think of anything specific that I would want to be free to play. I'm not sure.
Next up comes from
Oh yeah,
Michael for the win. In games with a good and bad side, which do you choose first to go through?
good, and then I don't play it again because I don't play games again.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Usually good, unless bad looks like it'll be really fun.
Michael wrote in. Oh, he just. Oh, that's a follow up. Oh wait, it is there twice.
It is the exact same question.
Yeah. Corey writes. Well, we already answered Corey's. We already answered Nukes. All right, last one from Andrew. Over the past 8 years, I've found games that I just can't bring myself to pick up due to previous events surrounding the game. These events could be either good or bad, but the thought of trying to relive the moment leaves a sense of doubt. A few games come to mind when I think about these feelings. Plants vs. Zombies, after an amazing time during my first run, I couldn't get past the first world without feeling off.
I don't
Sup-
quite get that.
I'm just
Without feeling off.
I think he's implying like that he had some kind of like emotional reaction or just in life around the time of playing these. So now going back.
But it says surrounding the game, though.
Yeah, like I think what he means is like, something
But like
like
the other
while
ones
he
I'm
was
reading.
playing that game in his life, something happened,
No, I'm reading the
and
other
now
ones,
that
and they all literally relate to the game. Like Super Meat Boy, I spent hours and hours in the game, only had my progress suddenly halted due to controller issues. The feeling has since been lost and hasn't returned.
well, like this bully one and the Gary's mod aren't specific to the game.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Um, so yeah, he says you said Super Meat Boy. You said by the bully one. Started replaying Bully during a rocky time between my sister and her abusive ex. Ever since, I haven't been able to get back into the game without remembering what happened during that period. Gary's mod. The game is slightly different. Sorry, the game is slightly different due to it being one of the most recent pleasures and scorns. I love this game, slightly still do, but I can't play without feeling nostalgic for the times when there were weekly sessions held for everybody to play. So coming down to my question, have any of you guys experienced this type of thing before, and if so, what game or games did it affect? So I guess just kind of broad question is, yeah, is there a game that when you go back to it, you can't help but like be in kind of a similar mindset to where you originally were? And I don't think it has to be negative. He's kind of pointing out negative ones. That could be positive too.
Yeah, in the back of my mind, I've got some, but I can't think of like the actual titles of them.
One that comes to mind for me is Tales of Vesperia because I was like studying that game. So anytime I ever like started up again, I kind of just got this huge sense of like, you don't know how the combat works. You were studying how the combat works. Stop playing this game. You don't have time for this. But there's definitely like some key games where it was like for example, WarioWare Touched. I rented that one time because I was having a bunch of friends over and like played all night. So like that's a great memory to have. And it's not like I don't really go back to play games, but it just kind of stands out there. If I was to play it, I'd probably hit that. Paul's writing one.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat X because it reminds me of my ex who played it with me. Rest in peace, Mortal Kombat X. 9.
I thought he was making a joke at first, and then like, oh wait,
He meant 9 the whole time. I was thinking like, what are you talking? But anyway, Paul answered that. I'm trying to think of any other specific. See, the thing is, I just don't go back to games really.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I know there are a couple that I kind of like. If I think of it, it brings back memories, but nothing is coming to mind right now, I guess.
I know I've definitely had some TV shows where I was watching them and then something negative happened, and it's like I don't want to continue with that show. But nothing really for games. Games have always just been kind of like unattached, I guess. Anyway. All right, on that weird
That's
note,
it. Yeah.
I think that's what we'll end it with. What's your game of the week?
I don't remember what this, Battle Block.
Battleblock Theater. Mine would be Game of Thrones Episode 3. That was just a lot of fun to play. Although I do highly recommend checking out that Forza Horizon 2 thing if you have an Xbox console.
I've already downloaded it, so maybe I'll try it out.
Cool. Yeah, even like I said, it's like 2 hours. You don't have to play the 2 hours. Give it like 30 minutes, and you'll get a good chunk of Forza Horizon 2, which is a great racing game. And you get to listen to Ludacris talk to you, which is a weird thing to have.
That's what I've always wanted.
Yeah. So, one of his lines specifically was, "Man, Brian tells me this car is so fast, it's like a bullet shooting out of a gun." So, thank you for that, Ludacris. Once again, if people want to send in questions for next week, it's at TDP Podcast on Twitter or Top Down Perspective at gmail.com, or there's the Facebook group. We'll be back next week. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and goodbye.
See ya.